We are delighted to have Dr. Padmakumar Nair from the Thapar School of Liberal Arts and Sciences. Love to hear more about your school. It's always good to see so many interesting liberal art options being available to our students in India. So over to you, and look forward to many more interactions in the future.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Good afternoon. So today we are going to talk about the future of jobs, learning, work, careers, the liberal arts and sciences advantage. I want to start with a simple question, that is, what a medical doctor can do which machines can't. The answer is also very simple, probably not that much. Look at my cheap smartwatch. It is continuously measuring my heart rate, my activities, and also my quality of my sleep. And this is collecting billions of data points from millions and billions of people from all over the world. And through smart algorithms processing this big data, this device or the software is enabling it knows a lot more about my health than any doctor could know in a 20 minutes consultation. That means for all our regular doctor's visits, these compared to that, these devices would have a lot to tell us. Then again, that begs another interesting question. That is, what is stopping medical profession from going through a disruptive transformative change? Rules and regulations are not catching up with technological advances. Every nation, every society across the world is struggling with how to regulate Google and Facebook and Twitter and Amazon. Same thing. A regulatory regime is not catching up with the technological regime. Now, most important message here for all youngsters thinking about should we study liberal arts and sciences or engineering or medicine or law, a simple message is that nature of jobs are changing. It is not going to be constant. All of us would be surprised. The question is not if, the question is only when. You can see on the left bottom corner, this is the Toyota manufacturing plant near Nagoya in Japan. I had the fortune of going there and visiting them twice in the last 25 years. One was 25 years ago, and my recent visit was about 2 years ago. 25 years ago, cars and people, and today it is a room of crowded robots and cars being manufactured. What is interesting here is that if these robots are programmed using smart algorithms, there is no bumping into each other and no fighting or no crowding. They all do their job well and kind of leading to hyper productivity. So this is what is actually happening, and we can look at what has been happening in the last 200 to 300 years. First industrial revolution, steam power, then comes electricity, automation, and what we are currently experiencing is the intelligence revolution of Industry 4.0. What happened with the first industrial revolution is it replaced most jobs needing power and speed. Electricity and automation combined replaced most jobs needing precision and repetition. And current revolution, that Industry 4.0, is replacing most jobs needing abstracting simple rules from big data. And what kind of jobs are going to be left? The ones where you need highly cognitively nuanced decision making under uncertainty. Future is not definite. Also, moral and ethical nuances are the core to that problem. That is where a transdisciplinary approach to decision making would come in handy. A good liberal arts and sciences education, or even a good engineering or medicine or law education with a solid foundation in liberal arts and sciences would help all of us. I want to go ahead with the story of a few interesting individuals. I passionately learn about them and follow them. And three of them are no more. Founder of Sony, Akio Morita, founder of Southwest Airlines, Herb Kelleher, Steve Jobs, and Jeff Bezos. But one particularly interesting thing about, I remember all the time, is about what Akio Morita and Steve Jobs talked about is we just do not serve markets, but we create them. I like that very much personally. Creating markets, creating opportunities, creating job roles, creating unique programs rather than just thinking that a market is out there, opportunities are out there, program is completely decided by somebody else. No, creating them to fit the aspirations of learners and doers and professionals. That's what we want to do. And something extraordinary about these individuals are they have combined, their 4 companies have created, today the market value is more than $4 trillion, much more than the GDP of our nation, India. Another 4 extraordinary professionals, Gandhi, Tagore, Ratan Tata and Satyarthi, they all studied, at least 3 of them have studied something other than engineering. But when we look at these 4 individuals, other than Jeff Bezos and Akio Morita, Herb Kelleher and Steve Jobs, at least Steve Jobs started studying liberal arts and sciences. Herb Kelleher studied philosophy and law. So this is some of the most interesting examples of people studied a broad interdisciplinary discipline and changed the world. When we think about what to study and what is the future of jobs and work and careers, one important, the question of what is a career for is as much a practical as a philosophical question. And we must reflect and consider these passionately. A career is a journey, and more than that, it's an opportunity to help, earn, find meaning in life for personal growth and learn and express. And if possible, make a positive difference in the world. I would never reject the idea of a career for making money. Definitely, we need certain material comforts to achieve what we want to achieve, and also material comfort in itself. Nobody should question. I'm not going to make a value statement. Money is important, but at some point in our life, both the fit, I call the match, and meaning of what you do is also important. So when you think about future jobs, work, careers, it is about money, match, and meaning. And before we go further, we need to ask an important question. That is, what is a good education for? It is for definitely knowing yourself and get into this idea of constantly looking for excellence. That means doing something better than before. Let's think about what makes us human, or what is unique about us compared to other animals and primates. It is our ability to empathize. It is our ability to extraordinarily empathize. We can even empathize with a plant and a little animal from another species. We can empathize. That extraordinary empathy should also lead to this constant struggle for achieving excellence, and finally freeing ourselves. Intellectual freedom that has 2 components, courage and humility. That is what is higher education for, and a good liberal arts and science education should give you. Another important point is our idea of success. We must remember that success is typically defined by somebody else for us, and we must find a way to define success for ourselves. Then that will be unique, and there will be no competition there. An interesting story of a successful man, a mechanical engineer, was not a topper in the class. He got 4 out of 10 grade after he graduated with a mechanical engineering degree in Norway. He had to move to Canada during a recession in Norway, join GE in Canada. They thought he's a 4-pointer because in Canada, in North America, grades are out of 4, not out of 10. He fortunately got a job. But what happened at the end? He got Nobel Prize for the discovery of electron tunneling in superconductors. So great careers are defined by your ability to learn, change, and adapt, not just what you have learned. Two people, great CEO, great thinker, one chemical engineering, a PhD in chemical engineering, other in nuclear engineering from MIT. They're not known for their engineering. They're known for as famous management thinkers. Our liberal arts and sciences program has been created with this in mind. A famous quote from Gautam Buddha: what we are today comes from our thoughts of yesterday, and our present thoughts build our life of tomorrow. Our life is the creation of our mind. That creation of our young mind is what we focus. You can go on with a 3+1 4-year program. Fourth year could be called an advanced postgraduate diploma or whatever our regulators tell us, or you can study 2 years with us and 2 years abroad with one of our partner universities. After 4 years, if you want, you can straight go on to a PhD, or at any stage you can go and do a job. What is special about Thapar School of Liberal Arts and Sciences? An extraordinary group of faculty comparable to any top university in the world. Several global partnerships. You can do this 2+2 or a semester exchange. Highly ranked. Last week, we are ranked #1 private university in the country, and also our program is #1. Computer science program is #1 across all private universities, and also our computer science program is in the top 3 or 4 out of all universities in the country. Wide selection of majors and minors, because we are a comprehensive university with several science, engineering, management, psychology, economics, and now a new school of liberal arts and sciences, and a great campus life. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Dr. Nair. That was quite an inspiring talk on the future of education and what liberal arts means today. We look forward to inviting Thapar School again for our college fairs in the future. So I'll see you in a bit.